Hi there, I'm just going to take us for a walk around this MG5. It's the Excite spec, so it's the lower of the two. It carries a 51 kilowatt hour battery, actually giving this car almost, well, anything between sort of 170 and 200 miles worth of driving range. Currently the range predictor on this car says 200 miles, so it's great. The MG5, obviously it's an estate car, so you've got all that estate car practicality. It's also incredibly good value and a really good driving range as well. Other stats on this car, let's see, it's done just under 35,000 miles. It's going to be going out with a fresh service and a fresh MOT, so there's nothing to worry about at all for quite a while on this car. Overall as well, the condition is actually generally very, very good. When you look at it, you think actually it's a really nice condition car, although there is the odd little mark on it once you get up right close and personal. But I'm going to quickly go around the car and I'll point at any of those little minor noteworthy marks as I go. That alloy is fine. There were some very, very light scratches and some sort of light kind of polish marks on the car as well. I won't bother pointing those out, because you won't need. I mean, like I say, there's a tiny little scratch there, but you won't see it. Like I say, they're really light scratches. They're not really particularly noteworthy. Just what you expect, especially on a black car. Yeah, there's a few little marks on the rear bumper here. There's obviously been some scratching on there in the past. It's had a lot of polishing, so the paintwork's slightly dulled out on the on the boot sill just there. But again, I mean, if you're up close, you'll notice it. But obviously, you can see we're not even 2 foot away from it there, and you can't see it. Alloy's all right. It's a little stone chip low down there. I'm not sure whether you can see that or not, but it's just a little chip, and there's a little bit of damage on this front alloy, but it's quite light. It's just around the edge. Again, I would say not something necessarily to worry about. There we go. I'm sure there's the odd stone chip and scratch on the bonnet and the bumper, although nothing immediately stands out. There you go. To be fair, I haven't actually pointed out a great deal. I'll just quickly whiz around the car again, because I'm sure there's an other little minor blemish. There we go. There's a real, very, very low down. Not sure whether you'll see that, but there's a tiny little sort of kind of car park dink. Oh yeah, there it is. And a very light sort of scuff mark just there on the corner of the rear bumper. Like I said, I knew there was a couple of little things there. And I think there's a mark really low down on the bumper. If there is, I can't see it now. But there you have it. I mean, you've got a couple of really minor things, but do you know what, overall, I think you'd have to say the overall impression of this car is actually really, really very good, especially given the miles it's done. And the interior is in good condition too. You've got really nice seats. They're fabric, but they're quite stylish and very, very comfy. It may be the lower spec car, but you still get an electronic handbrake, auto hold, different regen settings, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, an inbuilt sat-nav, a media center. There's a little bit of wear on the steering wheel, not though so you notice. But yeah, the chroming on the steering wheel is just a little bit dulled out. And the only other thing I think that's noteworthy on the car is on the kind of gear selector switch here. In the very centre of it, the kind of chrome sort of foil that sits over the top of it is kind of sort of starting to come away. Whether you might decide to take that off entirely, but I've obviously left it on. But that's all that's noteworthy inside. Again, very, very minor, because actually the bulk of it as you can see from the seats and stuff, is in really good condition. Loads of space in the back here as well. Like I say, I think that's the party trick of the MG5, is its size. As we'll see from popping open the boot, you've got a lovely big boot. I mean, with the seats down, you've got absolutely tons of room in there. And in this boot, we will of course be putting a 3-pin charging lead. So this car will be supplied with a lead that you can plug into any normal domestic main socket without necessarily needing to get a charge point installed. And there you have it. If you're looking for an incredibly good value MG5 in good condition, this is here on the forecourt, ready for a test drive or a viewing. Alternatively, we can deliver this car straight to your home. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to check out our MG5 content on our YouTube channel and on our website. Hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully we'll speak to you soon.